Well, let's dive straight into a major issue of the day. Foremost Nigerian musician Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face Idibia, has planned a rally. He tagged Lagos One Voice Nigeria, and with a trend online, hashtag I stand with Nigeria, or hashtag I stand with Tubaba. There have been outrage online and in some quarters reports about a possible police ban on the protest scheduled to hold on Monday, the 6th of February 2016. This comes amidst reports that the Lagos State Police Command had intended to prevent a march organized by the music star against the economic crisis in the country. Some of the reports quote the police chief in Lagos that hoodlums are planning to hijack it to rob, harass, and attack members of the public. Meanwhile, the government had said that it won't stop anyone from staging a rally as contained in the right of the citizens in the Nigerian Constitution. Joining me to discuss this matter is the Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Mr. Fatai Owosheni. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Good evening, Shil.
And also is a social commentator and the spokesperson of Pan Yoruba social political group Afenifere, Mr. Yinka Odumake. Many thanks for coming on the program. Mr. Owosheni, you have been quoted in some quarters as saying that the rally should not go on. Why would you say so, or what are the reasons behind that statement?
This Commissioner of Police here did not at any time say that the rally cannot be held. The police, or this Commissioner of Police, is not the convener of the rally. It's the people that convey, that are planning the rally, that can decide based on advisories as to whether they need to go on with the rally or not. And I must emphasize here that the policing philosophy of the Inspector General of Police that he has set out is for us to ensure that our policing conforms with international best practices, with observance of rule of law, and of course to know that we are in a democracy. Democratic policing.
When we wonder, at any point in time, did you envisage a possibility of a shift in the date scheduled for this rally? Did you envisage maybe they should shift the organizers should shift the date because of some reasons?
The thing is that when you have information of this nature, whether it is formally given to you or you hear it from the grapevine, or as it is being circulated online, it is for us to be proactive and plan. But in this case, as of yesterday, the organizers met with the police, and both sides look at all the possibilities and the impossibilities. We also look at the Constitution together, that yes, the Constitution in sections 39 and 40 make provision for people to have free right of expression and association. And that the same Constitution in section 45 or so also gives some restriction and derogation under certain conditions. And we look at all those things. We look at, oh, if we are going to do this, you can have the fifth columnist who are not just even just part of the planning. And as a law enforcement institution, we should look at all this. We share our thoughts, and we all agree that, yes, we both go back. The organizers said, oh, we go back. Now that you've given us your consent, we are responsible people. And the police has also agreed that, look, if they must exercise their right, ours is to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order. And that is what we are assuring the members of the public, that there won't be any breakdown of law and order. Everyone in Lagos will be able to go about his or her business without let or hindrance, irrespective of whether the organizers shift grant or not. But They are irresponsible people,
okay.
and we've discussed about that.
CP Owusheni, we have information also that there might be a counter rally called I Stand With Buhari, which is a pro-government, because the rally of I Stand With Nigeria, I Stand With Tubaba seems to be an anti-government policies. They say there are a lot of things that the government should work on, that they want the government to change. There's some other people who are planning a rally on the same day. Do you have information? Has anybody come to you to say they are also planning a counter rally?
Have gotten information online. And
online?
Yes, and as I've told you, whether they come forward or not, just like the Tubaba thing, it was online I got to know until they came forward yesterday. Hers is that anti-government rally, the police will ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order, that we manage it properly. This is not the first rally. There was one last month where some people, another group, marched from Yaba at the NLC Secretariat to Ojota. And it was done peacefully. It was managed. And we will continue to make sure that whoever that want to express his opinion or opinion, do that under a peaceful atmosphere, and that is it.
Let me quickly allow Mr. Odumakin to come in here. Yeah. You've worked with President Muhammadu Buhari when he was a candidate of the CPC, and you were a spokesperson. And now it's just 2 years in the life of the administration, his first term under the Nigerian law. Would you say that the rallies coming, with saying rallies last month, another rally this time around, counter rallies, what do you make of these rallies and perhaps the psychology generally about some of these concerns of Nigerians?
Well, before I go into that, let me first comment on the comment made by the Commissioner of Police. When I saw the online that he has said that there will not be a rally in Lagos, they will arrest the organizers, I was saying that, is this the same Mr. Owusheni that I know? A refined gentleman, being educated, and now that he has talked, I think I'm at home, and I also read the statement by the Office of the Vice President that the government will not stop Nigeria from protesting. I think we need this kind of modern minds in governance to know that the right to protest is inalienable. Under colonial government, Nigerians protested. Under military rule, you protested. So it's not under democracy that we can say we cannot protest. And in fact, when you look at the day Donald Trump was sworn as American president, there was several thousands of people in America went on protest. And the police managed the situation. Even when there were violent protests in Washington, the police managed it. Now back to your question about the level of protests coming up here and there. You see, except those someone that's pretending, that will not say that everything is right in the country today. I mean, you go to the market, you know what the price of things are saying. Even if the Federal Executive Council 2 days ago set up a task force on food security, which also show that government also aware that things are not well. And you cannot beat a child and say you should not cry. So people are feeling the brunt of these things, and therefore they have the right to express their minds.
When someone promises you change, it's like the person is clearing your table, and he says, I'm going to change the way this table is going to look. Don't you think that it's going to take some time? Are Nigerians too impatient with the Buhari government, or is something really wrong with the government and its activities?
Well, I will not say that we are, in fact, to have waited this long shows that people are very, very patient. And I think I prefer a situation where we have kind of peaceful protest, people express their views, than, I mean, their colleagues are throwing bombs in other places, killing people, slitting throat and the rest of them. But people say that, well, we don't like what's going on, we want to come forward and stage protests to express our mind. There's nothing wrong with that. But the important thing is that, you see, when people were promising change, some of us said, but this country was not ready to listen, that if you look at the dynamics, if you look at the statistics, look at the figures, facts and figures, there is no way anybody can deliver change in the midst of where Nigeria is.
Why?
Because of the dysfunctionality. We have, all the indices are very clear that Nigeria was in a crisis. At the 2014 National Conference, I got up and did say that if the price of crude oil should fall, only Lagos and a few states can afford to pay salaries. That most of the states will go bankrupt. Where are we today? How many states can pay salaries today? Because we are.
It's really not Buhari government's problem. Is it a problem of the present government?
It's not essentially Buhari. And I wrote about this in my column in Vanguard some weeks ago. That, look, many people, the problem of Nigeria is not Jonathan, it's not Buhari. But in last election, we say, oh, Jonathan is the problem. Once Buhari come, everyone will solve. Say, no! There are structural problems. Nigeria is dysfunctional. A country cannot work. Remove Buhari tomorrow, put another person. There are still problems there. All right. But I think there are certain policies that this government did that kind of, escalated the crisis. For instance, the decision of forests. When it's going to come and say that you cannot pay $1 to your account, you cannot, and then that create panic system. The moment they lifted the ban, everybody took off. Now today, when they said they're going to turn $1 to $1, it's now $1 to 500 naira.
All right, Mr. Owosheni, are you prepared for the magnitude of the kind of rally that we will see on Monday? It's a working day, and when we envisage that people will try, it's supposed to start at 8 a.m. That's what the organizers are saying. And if you look at some of the listed plans of the rally, it shows that there will be a lot on your hands as a police authority in Lagos. Are you prepared for the magnitude of this rally?
The Lagos State Police Command is adequately prepared.
How prepared are you?
Of course, yes. I've told you that we've gone into discussion with the organizers, very reasonable and responsible people. They've told us, oh, this is what we want to do. They've also put some mechanisms in place by themselves as to ensure that that did not actually disrupt economic activities in Lagos as such.
How do you ensure the real protesters?
Because I met with the organizers, and of course, this is just a very small thing from what Lagos State has managed. You have forgotten that the Lagos State, University of Lagos students, with their numbers last year, came out to protest some lack of amenities. The police in Lagos did not fire one single tear gas, and they were managed very well.
This is going to be a multi-dimensional. From Ojota, groups are coming from Surulere, someone on the island. That's the magnitude. That's how it's going to be. You prepare for a 2 million man match?
I'm telling you that we are adequately. The people that are coming out are not animals.
Okay.
They are responsible Nigerians.